Hey guys, as promised, got rid of the green screen, turned on the good lights, and still going strong. 3 days in a row. At this rate, I will burn myself out or run out of topics. Hey, I would rather start it with a little bit more while I still am enthusiastic about the project and then not jump in with both feet and let the energy go to waste. I don't know. Anyways, topic today. A few days ago, I did a poll on Twitter. Believe it or not, I mean, why me doing something more content on other platforms. I'm horrified myself, I will admit. But this poll, yeah, probably should take a step back. So, in case you haven't seen the tweet, I was basically like, just came across this video and I wanted to ask. So, the video in question is by a fellow German YouTuber who, for some reason, feels the need to speak English all the time. Escalation, or however you pronounce it. I mean, esc like escape button and then elation, and yeah, he's more about gaming content, and his video was about LANs. I probably should have a dying subculture of gaming, LAN parties. And since I'm subscribed to him, I watched the video, and it literally caused the question for me, which I then or caused curiosity in me to see what you guys, as the people who follow me, even though you watching might not be the same people following me on Twitter, I don't know, or answer to the poll. Yeah, it made me legitimately curious, like, how do people feel about it? Because when I was at the end of my high school days, back in the early 2000s, internet was not yet that big of a thing. So when you wanted to play with friends, you did that at a LAN party. The internet was not good enough for gaming quality, and I'm not sure if it still was actually paid by the minute, or if flat rates already existed at this point in time. It's a while ago, okay? It's like almost 2 decades. Oh fuck, I'm old. Anyways, shush you. Voice in the off. Oh no, is this going to become a thing now? We'll see. But yeah, and this video was, I assume that escalation is somewhere my age as well, because he talked about his good old times at LANs, and was like, yeah, that were funny. Nowadays it's a bit different for me, where I'm like, I don't expect, with the rise of internet connection and online gaming, I Lance just faded out in my group of friends. We still played games. I mean, actually, I was in a whatever you call a VG in English, a shared flat with two of my bros from college and high school days, and we actually played. Good back in the day, good old. I believe we played actual OG Dota. No, original Dota. We actually played at the LANs, but no. Later, when I moved in doing college with my friends, we actually played stuff like League of Legends and I believe Dota 2. Even so, we lived in the same place online together. So this is how it developed. And it, for me, raised this curious question, like, how is it for people? It's also with a little bit of a secondary topic of, I assume that the majority of my audience is younger than me, and therefore finding out if younger folks even still do LANs or ever have done LANs. And so my 4 options for my poll were: so what are your feelings towards LAN parties? Still doing them at times. Nostalgic sigh. Uh, Good riddance, or good riddance, Reggie? Because apparently I built a typo in there that people thankfully pointed out to me.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, and last but not least, never been to one. And my theory was that A, lands are pretty much dead. B, that many of my viewers or followers or whatever, because they are younger, have never been to a LAN because they didn't need to. They had internet gaming ever since they started gaming. And, I don't want to call myself unnecessarily smart or anything, but yeah, this is basically what those. Can I get it? Can I get it sharp? Can I get it sharp? This is high production value. If I would do any editing, I would just put a screenshot in this corner, but I won't. Okay, get it? You had it a moment ago. You had it. Anyways, I read you the answers, and you can clearly see like regularly doing one is with 14%, relatively low. Uh, the nostalgic sigh, so basically the people who probably are my age, maybe up to 5 years younger or something, who actually, I don't know, when did Lance truly stop. um I mean, I started relatively late. I started after high school, so but people who already started in high school could be even a tad younger than me. Or not even more younger. Don't mind my grammar. It's in the evening. I had a day at work. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of people. Second most number of people were like me, nostalgic sigh, like, because it is a different feeling. It is still something else. Like it comes with a different sentiment. If you pack your stuff together, you have to drive to a location. You have your entire computer tower with you, which nowadays I couldn't because I have this 1 meter. No, 1 meter is probably more. I call it the monolith. This should tell you something about the size of this monster. And I have this monolith. I have 3 screens. I don't know how I would get this shit to a LAN party, and I don't have a car anymore. So, but yeah, it was something. It came with more and more investment. You were committed to it. This was not just gaming with the bros for or the gals or the guys, whatever. You were not just gaming for like an hour or two in the evening and then from home and were returning to your daily business afterwards. This was commitment. You were driving there, maybe even on Friday evening, yeah, more like Saturday morning, and then you were like setting stuff up, gaming an entire day, ordering pizza, gaming late into the night, 3 a.m. dropping dead. The first people, of course, are morning people waking up at 6, 7 again. And once there's noise, everybody wakes up except for the hard sleepers who were just in their sleeping bags, like, ah. It was an experience. It was something else. And so, yeah, if I could vote on my own polls, which I apparently can't, it would have been, I would have definitely ticked the nostalgic sigh myself. I'm glad to see that, let me see, 6% over 50 or 49 people. It's too late for math. Let's see. Times 25. So 3. Okay. So there were 3 Palestines who were like good riddance. Like, if I find out who your 3 were, I will look at you very disappointed. That for sure. Probably even people who have never been to one or only have one to shitty ones. I don't know. But yeah, long story short, and as you probably already have seen a bazillion times from me holding up my phone, yes, the winner of the poll, sadly but not unsurprising, is never been to one with. Hey, hello, Ringlight. Welcome to the show. You were hoping to see my pin, weren't you? With 43%. Yeah, that's just an interesting observation where I was curious about, and so I was like, I have an audience that I can actually ask, so let's do it. So maybe expect this to become also a more common thing, that I post questions or whatnot on Twitter that then later turn into this content for this kind of video. So keep your eyes peeled on questions or polls I do on Twitter now, huh? And being on that topic, since we are on the topic of lands, and I can, okay, I'm passing 10 minutes, whatever. If you stayed that long and enjoyed this show too much to get this engagement going, no, in seriousness, if you have LAN stories, feel free to share them. If you don't have LAN stories because you literally have never been to one, I don't know. I don't want to ask people on the internet to disclose their age because this is one of the things you should private information you should be careful with sharing. So if you don't have fun or tragic LAN experiences, if you are one of the three who voted good riddance, either way, feel free to share it or give your general thoughts on the topic of LANs. And who knows, maybe yeah, okay, this is not going to happen. Maybe not enough people in this comment section are from the same region. Are like, oh, I would really love to do one, and then you find yourself each other, and a great new LAN gets created somewhere. Right, that's going to happen. Anyways, I want to keep this short or not longer. So yeah, those were my thoughts on LANs. Plus 49 people. That would actually be enough for a smaller scientific study. So I enriched your life with knowledge. You're welcome. And until next time.